Okay. Well. Just a circle. Okay. I think I'm going to sneeze. Never mind. I have no clue if this is working or not. Oh, got it. The most anxiety-inducing things in the world. I have no idea what I'm doing. Or if my mic is working. I should probably mute YouTube and act like I know what I'm doing. You pretend to know what you're doing, then maybe you'll know what you're doing. Yeah, catch me up to speed. What am I missing? Oh yeah, no one has any clue what I'm doing. Right, let's see if I'm the only person watching. Let's see. Hooray! Oh, the sound. Maybe. Say. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be good. I have to tell someone something. Oh god. I sound boring. Oh! Hi, Derpy. Oh. It's not syncing. Can you sync, please? Hooray! Now everyone knows how boring I am. This is nice. Not really. I have a horrible singing voice. Alright, let's try to figure out what I'm doing. My trackpad. I lost the thing that you use to draw with. Yeah. That's the word. The thing you use to draw with. So I'm using a mouse. I haven't used this program in a long time. Oh god. I have nothing interesting going on because I have no siblings to talk to. Or any cool people to talk to. Oh, perfect. Magnifique. Yep. Best. Oh god. It's lagging so it's slowly getting worse the more I look at it. It's on the other screen. There's 3 watching, but there's only 2 people. Oh, the chat is lagging. This is laggy. You're lagging. This is the best and the boy. Boy, he's the boy. Straight. Oh god, I have an itchy on my nose. It's terrifyingly quiet in my house. And my dog was just barking a few minutes ago, so there's either a death murder in my house or people left. Oh, thank you, I'm glad it's Smexy. Probably not as Smexy as like every other anime boy. What should I draw? You guys can give me requests and stuff, and I'll do like, I don't even know. Just little doodles. I'm drawing with mouse in years, so this should be fun. Why am I talking like this. This is fine, totally not anxious. What are you? What am I drawing? Um, perfect. It's a dog. That's how bodies work. It's a dog wolf. Kind of looks like Link wolf, but not really. Thing. Oh, that's some bowling there. I promise I'm like I'm dying inside, because I am. Yep. Oh. And then you're gonna. Yep. Mm-hmm. This is honestly what I do in my free time. I have so much old art, but this is. Oh, oh my gosh. No, they are beatable. My weird, like little. What is like Wile E. Coyote? Oh, it's like that weird. No, it's a dog from like the Road Racer show that like no one remembers. Um, and then he has to have a big Jeff the Killer. He's Jeff the Killer. I know, but he's like Kawaii Jeff the Killer. Um, enjoy some Kawaii Jeff the Killer while I try to figure out what I'm doing with my life. If I can, thank you. Oh, the screen doesn't show that I have little. I find that wrong with what are they called? Little other tabs for some reason. And so it'll have like it has like the layers and colors and stuff. This looks like my moussees from no. This looks like AJ. Like AJ, but like better. I laugh at my own cool jokes because I know no one else will laugh. It's gonna have the. Can I make this blue brighter? No, brighter. The brightest red I can get. Perfect. Oh, yes. Amazing. Talented. Yep. Totally a totally a prodigy. I don't know how close my mic is or how loud it is. I hope it's not like you hear me swallowing or something. Because I can't breathe through my nose. Oh, that hurt. Hey, I sound less like nope. I like still sound like crap. You said I was gonna say less like crap, but no, I sound more crappy. What he needs to have the signature hoodie. Yep. Yep. I want to add something, but I know that sometimes there are smaller children online. So I'll add it later, but no one else will notice on the shirt. Because I don't want to get sued by angry white soccer moms. Ooh, yes. Oh, thank you. I hope it's the best that you ever. I sound like a robot, and it's honestly because, um, I'm like super anxious about talking to people. You can't see it, you can't hear it, but I'm like sweating buckets right now because I don't want to sound stupid. And then my parents are downstairs, and they know I'm live streaming, but I'm still awkward. Like even in calls and stuff. That's sometimes why, like, if my mic works for once, I just turn off my mic because I'm like, I don't want to be talking, and my parents be like, "Oh, what are you saying?" or like hearing me talk, because I just feel uncomfortable for no reason. I'm just weird, like that. So it's usually, and I even told my drama teacher the other day because I had to say a play in front of class, or not a play, a poem, and it took me like 5 times for me to be able to talk loud enough. I'm like, "Is this loud enough?" And he's like, "No, just a little louder." And I'm like, "You're unnaturally quiet. This is like," I mean, I'm loud and I'm in the lunchroom because everyone else is loud. Until, of course, I like scream something and then everyone goes silent. That rarely happens unless it's like I say something super dumb and everyone looks at me like, "Oh, you're stupid." I'm like, "I know. Thank you." He needs to have. This is his lipstick, by the way, the black part. It's like. He needs to be crying blood. That's what I'm forgetting. I need the crying and red. Oh, no, he has like white. I remember the creepypasta stories. Like, oh my gosh, Eyeless Jack. I hate that one. Like, I honestly, it's not like a bad story. It could be good. It's just so poorly written that I sit there and I'm like, that is that is wow. Who wouldn't want to marry that? I mean, he is like the hottest creepypasta out there. Yep. Do like a fangirl. Derby, that's great. That sounds awesome. We have, we don't actually have teachers really in our lunchroom. We have like people who aren't teachers, but they kind of patrol around. One of them's really nice. But like, it's so, oh gosh, high school is like, the lunchroom, it's so odd, like, because in middle school I'm used to like having to, I'm not allowed to get up and move and stuff. A fight started the other day, I forgot about that. So I was sitting there, and everyone started like yelling and stuff, and I turn around and there's this girl standing up, and she's talking to another girl, and she's like making aggressive arm motions. You can't hear anything, but everyone's turned and looking at them. And then suddenly, the girl punches the other girl hard enough to where the other girl falls over, and everyone started cheering, and it was great, yeah. And the one who knocked out the other girl just sat back down. The teachers didn't do anything. It was like the most normal thing ever. Uh, I do a skadoodle. Oh wait, no, I need to draw the fangirl. I swear I have ADHD. Not really, though. I mean, I don't know, maybe. Because, what am I saying? What was I going with this? Oh yeah, because apparently one of the side effects for ADHD is insomnia. And yeah, it was awful, but it was kind of funny because everyone was cheering. The girl who got knocked out was okay, but thank you for flagging. It causes insomnia and stuff. And I'm not the one to say it, but like a lot of people are like, "Do you have insomnia?" Because you stay up till, and I'm doing a southern accent because people around me like, "Do you stay up till like 2 a.m. and you don't have insomnia? You don't take sleeping pills?" And I'm like, "No, because you can murder people in your sleep. Did you know that? Like, if you, sleeping pills, you can, like, do stuff in your sleep that you do when you're awake. Which I do anyways. I walk around my upstairs. Like, I'll wake up and I'll fall into my bed. And it'll be so funny because, like, my legs just kick out from below me. And, like, I'll be walking around and I'll wake up to me falling on my bed. And it scares me because I wake up and I'm like, I feel like I'm falling. And then I'm like, I am falling. What? And so, it's just, and I have trouble paying attention sometimes, but really it's because I daydream a lot, honestly. Which sucks because during science, there'll be like important things and I'll be like in La La Land. I think of animations when I'm in science class instead of doing my science work. But I'm not failing, I used to be. But like the ecology part of biology is super easy. So that's nice. Um, what else does my muddled brain have to talk about? Why is there? I like how like underneath my videos it like recommends videos to me. It's like, hey, you like watching your own videos? Why don't you watch a bunch of vines? I don't even know what that is. Turning a giraffe figure into a dragon with polymer clay. I don't even know. Yay! Relatable content. Sponsor me. I need money. Oh, that's another thing I'm gonna talk about. Since I don't have a job, because I don't have a job. Um, ooh, oh, God. One of my friends is going to be driving through my neighborhood. That should be nice. And everyone knows where I live, so she knows where I live. Huh. But, my dad wants me to work at, like, an animal place or something, because I'm good with animals, apparently. Uh, just probably partially true. So, other people came to see me doodle when I was doing this. But, I'm gonna get a job soon, and like, all my friends are, like, super, like, I don't want to drive, I don't want to get a job, and I'm like, I would love to. Because if I want to, I can go to the store and I can buy my own Skittles. Like, I don't have to wait for someone to buy Skittles. I can buy my own Skittles. And I'd love to buy my own Skittles because I love Skittles and food. I love food. I think I'm 90. I wonder. I wonder if I can. Ah, yeah, it's finished product. I need to post it to the Discord server if this thing won't lag. Perfect. This is probably just gonna be me rambling the entire time. I love Starburst. Everyone hates the one I like. I like the yellow ones. Everyone's like, ew, no, that's weird. It's not like it's not good tasting. That makes sense. That's English. It's not good tasting. You fool. But it tastes I don't know. I guess I'm just weird. I like weird things. No one likes seaweed chips. Someone told me seaweed chips taste like spinach, which is I don't know how it tastes like spinach. But there you go. Nice and uploaded. But yeah, I woke up at 6:30. What was I saying? Oh, I did it again. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, seaweed chips. No one else likes them, and someone told me they taste like spinach. But I like them. But I mean, my dad, kind of raised me like I've kind of been raised in like a multicultural I guess, house. Like, we make a lot of foods that are from different places. Like, the other day I had this popcorn. What? Oh, it's a hidden layer. I had this spiced up popcorn that was an Asian mix, like an Asian spice mix on popcorn, and it was good, but it was super rich and I had too much. Oh, no, Derby, you're not weird. That's something I do. Yeah, my responses are gonna be behind because this stream is like 5 seconds behind me. But I do that too. I do this thing with my food, and it's like only with food where I have to have an even number, right? Don't even know why. Like the other day I was eating olives, and I called my dad over and I said, "Here, you need to eat one of these." And he said, "Why?" And I'm like, "I have to have an even number." He said, "What?" I'm like, it has to be even." He's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "There's no reason. Just eat the olive." But I have that, and I organize my Skittles by color. It's not like OCD or anything, because if I had OCD, my room would look like the devil just came in and like kicked everything over. When really the devil was just me kicking stuff over. That is not how muses work. I don't want you to. Um, food's interesting. Sometimes it's weird. What's the? I'm trying to think of the weirdest food I've eaten. Escargot. That's a story. So I was, I think, 8 or 9 at the time, and my parents and I went to this restaurant, and they had escargot, and I had no idea what it was. And my parents didn't tell me; they wouldn't tell me until after I ate it. And so what happened was, I ate it, and they told me a joke. And the joke was, a snail goes to a car dealership and asks for S's on the side doors, on the top, on the front, on the back, and on like just S's everywhere. Um, oh yay. I'm not weird. Well, being weird's good. But they told me the escargot joke. I didn't get it at first. I was like, why are you telling me a joke about snail? Oh, wait a second. And I realized I ate snails, but like, as gross as it sounds, it's actually pretty good. It's weird because like there's stuff you'd think you'd never eat, but you eat it and you're like, hey, that's not too bad. Uh, then there's some foods I'm allergic to, of course. And I have stories about each of them. So the first time I realized I was allergic to pistachios, the first time I ate pistachios, I was at a pool party and I had like 10 of them and I ate them. But I ate them and my throat started to like itch, just super duper duper bad. And it was like I didn't know what was going on. It wasn't like extremely bad. That contradicts it. Let me try to restart the sentence. I brain fart for a second. But what happened was I'd eaten them and my throat kind of itched, but not too bad, and it slowly got worse. And it wasn't like it was swelling closed or anything. My face wasn't swelling up, my eyes weren't watering, my throat just itched. Later on, I realized it was pistachios. And what's sad is I actually like pistachios. So I'm allergic to a food I like. And then there was the cashew scenario. We were on vacation and my mom had gotten me a bounty. It was supposed to be like a healthy bounty. Brownie. Um, but she had gotten me a brownie. And I ate it and I'm like, I don't like it, I don't want to eat it. And my mom's like, just eat it. And then after a while, I'm like, hey, I'm feeling like my throat really itches. And my mom thought I was just saying that so I wouldn't eat it because I was that kind of kid. And so I honestly was. And so, um, but I had eaten. I was eating it, and after a while, my eyes started watering, like extremely watering. It was hard to see, and my throat itched, and I was just in like I wasn't in pain, but like it felt kind of painful, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, it was mentally painful for my small brain because I didn't understand what was going on. And so my mom's like, oh shoot, there's actually something going on. And so we went back to the hotel room, which was a good long walk. So for a good long walk, I had to walk. Oh no, it was like one of the worst hotels I've been to. It's gotten like good reviews, but it's honestly they got a cheeseburger order wrong. I'm not gonna go into that. Um, but it was like it was scary. It wasn't terrible. It was just my mom was going on a diet, and I think it was a diet. I don't know, like a keto diet, I think. But it was she bought some carob, which is like chocolate, but less I think sugar in it. Diabetic people eat it so they don't like raise their blood sugar or anything. So it's like fake chocolate. And I was eating it and I was just sitting in like the rocking chair downstairs and I was eating it. After a while, I'm like, my arm is just walking. I'm like, my arm's red. And it wasn't serious. My mom's just like, oh, yeah, you're allergic to carob. I'm like, yep. And the reason why we know it's carob is because it was the only thing I was eating. It just popped in my mouth. And then, of course, the other day, my friend gave me carob accidentally and didn't die. Eat it, and I'm like, this doesn't taste like chocolate. And then my arm started itching, and I'm like, this is carob. Uh-huh. You thought you could take me today. Uh, nope. Yep. I'm sick. Um, I was laughing earlier, and after every time I laughed, I just coughed really hard. That's fun. That's very fun. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This is the thing. It's not a very good thing. I'm gonna change the eyes. I don't like the eyes. Or that. Oh no, I didn't wear. No. Oh wait, your eyes are. Your eyes are a bit too far apart and a bit too low, my dear. Um, what if I give her? I'm assuming genders. You're now a female. Um, yeah, perfect. I'm really not doing anything today. I messed around with the guitar earlier, and because I know how to play guitar, and after listening to 90's live stream last night, and was messing around with the guitar and listening to a bunch of guitar music, I decided, hey, I should try doing guitar, because like I said, I'd do that how many years ago, and I never did, because I'm lazy. Um, thank you. But I messed around with it, and I found playing, I think it's called a chord. After playing the E chord, I realized that was my favorite chord because I like the softness. How do I word things? Um, I have like this small fear that my friend's gonna come to the door, knock on the door, and I'll have to disappear. And I come back and everything's crashed because Paint.net doesn't like me. And so when I don't want it to, it decides, hey, I'm just gonna stop responding. And I'm like, I left for 2 minutes, and it's like, yeah, but I don't care about your feelings. Does anyone else do this thing where like you talk to inanimate objects? Not because like you're lonely. Well, no, because you are lonely because you're like crazy or something. Because I do that sometimes. I'll yell at like art programs and stuff, and I'm like, next time you shut down, I'm going to actually punch something. And then it shuts down, and I'm like, you did it. I probably sound like I'm high or insane, which is how everyone should expect me if they ever like try beating me. Your muzzle is doing something. I'm glad. Sometimes it's nice to just talk random things. Sometimes I'll talk to my animals, which is fun. They give me a look like, We got attacked by a lady with insanity. Here's something interesting. Some people get like really triggered whenever I talk about like I make a joke about insanity. They're like, "That's not funny," and I'm like, "It's not." But humor is you joke about sad things. There was someone who I heard a story somewhere, and it was a guy who was from. I don't want to sound rude or anything. I don't remember where he's from. I think it was. Well, he was Muslim, and that's all I'm gonna say. And people were. Um, I guess they were rude to him when he was younger or something, and they called him like. I don't remember history. I'm so dang dead. I tell you guys I woke up at 6 o'clock. Probably later. Hey, who's notifying me? Oh, I know this part. She put his sexy legs forested and dying. Um, I was like, $500 now in Scratch. Hooray! More. You and I have like I've been working on something. I was talking about something before. I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was a joke about the guy who. So he was his wife. His girlfriend goes into coma, right? He's never met her parents. Her parents don't know they're dating, and they're talking about like 9/11. And the guy goes, "Yeah, it's sad. We lost. I think he said 8 of our best men." And if you don't get that joke, it's because there are people on those planes who like caused all the terrorist attacks. That's the first thing here. Like the first one of the first few things he says to her parents joke wise. Well, like she's in coma and stuff. And I think they were like eating a sandwich or something, and it's because humor is not supposed to be like something you. It's not supposed to be about nice things. You can't make like jokes about puppies without it being like jokes about like the sad puppies or something. I've never heard a good joke that has to do with something happy, unless like someone has. If anyone has a joke that is about. Uh, if anyone has a joke about like happy things, then please do tell me. I am in fact interested. You know if those actually exist. Until then, I'm not convinced. My eyes are killing me. Why does it say I have a notification? I have no notifications. Give me one. Um, let's see. Ooh, I'm going with Derp is the only person watching right now. Unless YouTube's doing like a laggy thing I did last night because it's a laggy thing. I don't even. Wings. Wang. Wing wang. Wah, 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 wah. I'm definitely crazy now. I'm just making random animals. This is how you do wings. Like everyone asks me, they're like, "How do you make wings so detailed?" That's literally what I do. I just do scribbles. I do monkey bumps. And I cry eternally. We can talk about the crying part. Your eyes or your muzzle are like killing me, my dude. What? I can't really. What if I just did that and had you have lost us? Maybe. Ooh, she's doing a blessed ooh. Oh, yep. I hear someone outside the door. I'm still on the live stream. You're not scaring anyone. I have no clue if anyone heard any of that. I'm gonna ask here until I know he's left. Y'all, as if there were more than one person watching. Stop! Give me an actual heart attack. Just popped out the door. Okay, good. I hope it's not pure silence anymore. Or somehow reach 500 followers. Da-da. I just could draw and it not look. I'm using. Like, do you see the difference? It's 3 and that's 2. There's a bigger difference. Perfect. She's edgy. Edgy, edgy, edgy. Then all that's needed is 2 color. I actually do align this if I wanted to, but I don't. Oh, I just got chills. Means I'm dying. Finally. Maybe to sneeze. We're going to buying you inside. The good edge, though. It's the good kush I make. Here's an interesting fact. Oh, okay. Alright, there we go. Hit live for a second on the program. The kids that make the most drug jokes are like the least likely ones to do drugs. Which is interesting. Oh, hi Paige. Paigey Cake. It's like one of the cutest named Earth Space and Paigey Cakes. It sounds super cute. I didn't even come up with my name. Nighty came up with my name, I think. I don't remember, no. I don't. When I mess up, I just make weird sounds. I just remember I started being called Foofy for some reason. And now it's stuck. And now it's my nickname. It's either that or. It's either that or idiot. Just kidding. No one calls me that. Except probably my teachers in their brains. Probably like, I was stuck with one of you that. Ooh. That's not how that works. Oh, also, thank you. I didn't say thank you. Oh, voice. No, I want to zoom in. This is why you don't tilt your head back when you're doing stuff, please. That's cute. My teachers they call me Izzy, which is fine. I can say Izzy online, because it doesn't show what my real name is. But if you want to know my real name, it's name falling off chair. Oh, I'm good. Nope, not good. Pop my shoulder. Oh, I'm old and breaking. I had issues like getting around the other day because my knees have been causing problems. Watch me just have like arthritis. That wouldn't be surprising actually, because it does run in our family. What nose? Nose? Nose. You're a very big nose. You're a big nosed girl. I love me some girls with some big noses. I was in fourth grade. Fourth grade was an interesting. Fourth grade was so I found two elementary schools, right? And the one I was in before was like school. Like my very first school was not a very good school. I remember this one girl. Yes, my real name is Chair Falling Off. And my shoulders. Okay, I'm just. Oh, God, I'm old. But in fourth grade, I had there was like something. There was a rule about the monkey bars, and if someone's on the monkey bars, you need to stop or you need to get off, but you cannot go. And I had gotten underneath the monkey bars because I had tackled one of my friends. Because we're like fourth graders, we tackled each other. And what happened was the there was a girl who was going, and I was like laughing and looking down at my friend, and I look up and I turned my head, like the front of my head around, and she kicked me in the head. And this is how we learned how hard it is for me to get concussions. She kicked me in the head, and I fell over. Again, I hear my cat at the door. He's not allowed in because he's going to clog the guitar case. But she kicked me in the head, and after a while I started feeling kind of woozy. I didn't have a concussion, which was nice, and I got to go home. But I was like sitting in the office and stuff, and like the principal, he came around the corner, he's like, "Are you okay?" Like, because I'm just sitting in the office with an ice pack on my head. And I'm like, "Yeah, someone kicked me in the head during recess." He was like, "Do you have a concussion?" I'm like, no. I didn't even know what concussion meant at the time. I didn't know what a lot of words meant, which wasn't good. I thought homosexual for like, so I learned the word in fourth grade due to something. I heard a bad word and I asked my parents what it was, and they told me it was a homosexual. And there's the word home in it, right? So I thought homosexual meant, I knew what sexual meant. I thought homosexual meant you were sexually attracted to houses for 2 years. It's not even a joke. I sat there and I thought, oh, you're attracted to homes that way, alright. And from fifth to about halfway through sixth grade, that's what I thought it was, because I didn't realize gay could be a thing. And then eventually, there was like someone told me, like, I asked them, I'm like, I've heard the word homosexual again, or like gay, what does it mean? They're like, oh, it's like if you like the same gender, and I'm like, you can do that? That's an ability? Like the coolest thing. And of course, my religion's like, gay, you're gonna die, and I'm like, ooh, that's not too snazzy. I don't. Of course, I never. That's the thing. Like, I never was super. My eyes itch. I was never super like with my religion. I know it's kind of like it's kind of where I don't religion shouldn't be talked about a lot, but I was never super agreeing with what some of the stuff that they said. And I remember last year, I was in church, and some 60-year-old man was up there, and he was talking about people with depression. He was like some super old priest who'd come to our church. He was talking about people with depression, and he said that they were pathetic and that didn't they didn't see the happiness of God or the joy of God, and they didn't understand how to live. And at the time, I was not in a good spot, and that I wanted to get up and like walk out of the church because that was last year wasn't good. I might like talk about that some, but it's like last January is when I started doing therapy because I thought I had depression, and it wasn't like I wasn't hurting myself. I wasn't doing anything like that. I would just get like super sad all of a sudden, and it wasn't like normal hormonal sadness. And the thing about my school is my school doesn't have like a psychological counselor. She's more like she can help with loss and stuff, but if it's anything like depression or anything like that, they're kind of like we don't know what to do. So we'll just she um she sent a note to my parents, and I think that was one of the scariest things. It was almost was scary is when I told my parents I thought I was gay, which is kind of, yeah, but it's because I have this like thought in my head that like because there's people from our church who talk about this kind of stuff, maybe my parents will feel the same way. And of course they don't, because they're like really awesome people. They're understanding. I love my parents, but like it was scary to do a lot of things. But this journal right now, like it might not seem like it, but I am doing like, sorry, my cat's meowing and behind the door because he wants to come in and try and knock over the computer monitor. He did yesterday. He tried to, but meh, it was it wasn't good. Last year wasn't. Like this year, it's like it's gotten better. I think that's because I have new friends and I have Animation Clan and I have Liz and I have all. He's awesome. It sounds super genuine, but I have a bunch of awesome people, and I've met some not awesome people. I've met some not awesome people too, and they've lied about stuff, and it hurts to be lied to, and I don't really like being lied to, but I mean, it's human, and I lie too, so it kind of makes me a hypocrite. I don't lie about like important stuff. Like my parents asked me the other day, I had a day off, and they asked me if I cleaned my room, and I said I did, but really I didn't. I napped most of the day because I was tired, and I'm cleaning my room tomorrow, so there's that for me. But like big lies are painful, and I don't want to do that kind of stuff because that sounds. That's how I drew on the same layer for a second. That sounds not too fun. I can hear you. You're not coming in. But like, I mean, um, it's just it's weird how like the human brain can work sometimes. Because I talk to a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people who have like um who've like gone through like the same things I have. A lot of my friends have. And sometimes I wonder if it's because like we see these things in places and we think we're worried that we'll become that, and because of that, because of the worry we feel, we become that way. And like if we just didn't worry about that kind of stuff, we didn't want to worry about that kind of stuff happening to us, then maybe we wouldn't be as depressed. And I wonder if it just rubs off on other people. Um, hold on. Alrighty, I'm back. I had to talk to Mama Audrey. Can you hear me again? I have like this tiny little mic, and there's like a button you click to turn it on and off. I don't know if it works sometimes because I can't really hear anything. But I'm back. I have my cat now. I think I was talking about last year. I'm gonna stop because it doesn't. It gets better, of course. I remember joining AC. That was like the coolest thing in the world. Um, like I remember it was like I need to go back and check real quick, but I think it was August 8th, like 8 days after like school started, right? Um, I'm gonna. But it was like 8 days after school started, and I was like in my weird depressive thing because I was all depressed. That was pretty snazzy. But like I remember I had recently gotten Discord, and I was like I had been talking to where is it? Where's the very first? I had been talking to Pixel a lot. Oh yeah, this is definitely before I joined AC. I'd been talking to Pixel a lot, and I was excited because there was Discord, and I can't even find some old art. It's so gross. But I was trying to do it like Nifty Senpai style. That was the art that I saw. But I was just doodling and stuff. And she sent me this story about she had shown me like the conversations everyone had been having, how cool it was. And she showed me a story they made called Joe the Crab, and it was like one of the best things in the world. And I was like, oh, hey, these people seem pretty cool, but I'm not gonna talk to them. Well, no, it wasn't even. It wasn't even August 8th. It was like all the way to. Let's see. 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 Hey, can I have like maybe? Where is this? Oh, here it is. I didn't find like super old conversations between them, and it was. Gosh, all I have is this. Cause stop. You need to give me. Here it is. Like August 21st. Oh, I feel old. I feel like I've been in here. Like I thought I've been here longer, but oh, and it has the thing on the window. Here, move the blinds so my cat can get in. Was it even August 21st? Can I like at least see? I'm just been rambling about this, but she sent me a message, right? And she's talking about like, oh hey, I showed this to my online friends, and they thought it looked cool. And I was like, oh hey, that's pretty cool. She goes, yeah. Do you want me to like send you a link to the server when I can to join? I was like, I don't even know what this is or who these people are. I remember I was like so freaked out about it. I was like, oh man, I'm like freaking out. I found the messages. It was August 25th. That was like, it was a long time. But yeah, so pretty much what happened was he was like, hey, you know, like he Crystal goes, want me to see if I can invite you to Discord chat with Famous and Scratch animators. And like they're really nice and stuff. And I was like, oh, hey, cool. Cause you know, nice people. And I hadn't really just like what was last year I hadn't really been on Scratch much. And like during the summer months. Summer was bad. I'm not gonna go over that again. Um so I was like, hey, that seems cool, and I joined, And it was like we had an older server besides the one that we have now. So we joined. I joined, and then yeah, that was fun. I've probably been rambling on about like that for like an overly extended amount of time that's like not needed at all because no one cares. Um, honestly, I kind of just do live streams and stuff, so I have like an excuse to just like kind of ramble. Because when I draw and stuff, I talk to myself, which is again makes me sound crazy, but I talk to myself, and it's kind of to help me feel more sane because I don't really have anyone else to like voice chat with or talk to. Mostly because during voice chats, like my Discord either glitches out if I turn on my mic, or my mic stops working, or I just kind of like don't talk very loud because I don't talk loud enough. Like people don't hear me. Yeah. I also make weird sounds, which might terrify some people. But like I'm so overly awkward and I don't like the way I sound. But I feel like I need an excuse to be able to just ramble to myself. So I stray like a little further from craziness. And what neck idea did I have going on here? I don't even. Alright. But yeah, dang. And of course it like came with drama and stuff, and I've started drama and I've been in drama. That's the thing about AC though. Um, what's the nice thing about? Why are you lagging? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this can't be good. Oh, okay. Um, but I've noticed, like, no matter what, I don't think I've ever, like, seen anyone actually leave and never come back to AC. Without, like, who haven't been, like, super close with everyone and talked to everyone. And, so we're like a little family. And I always like that because I can't, like, a lot of my friends in person and stuff, besides, of course, like, M, who's in EC, and Pixel, who I know in real life. Even then, Pixel and I don't get talk much. But M I see like every day, so yeah. But like, I didn't really have anyone to talk to. Like I tried starting conversations with my friends in real life, but not all of us have like stuff in common. I'd make references to stuff, animes, and the ones I hang out with, like my in real life friends don't really like anime and stuff. And so I try and go over like things that they didn't care about. And I like felt annoying and stuff. So I didn't do that anymore. And so I just kind of sit there and was like, I don't really have anyone to talk to now. And then it was like, hey, here's this group of people who like get an oversized. There was like a Vine that I saw, and it's like, hey, do you want to grow an oversized attachment to me? Yeah, even though we'll never meet. Yeah, it's like, I mean, like I hope to meet you guys. That sounds truly. I do not want that. I don't. No, no. I'll do this, and I like. That doesn't look great. Ugh. But like, it's nice to have people I can like go home and I can talk to. And I don't have to feel like super lonely and stuff. And I can talk to them about stuff. I can talk to people in AC about stuff and have people listen. And none of my like friends in real life. I have one friend who I'm close to, and she knows me well enough to know how to get me to laugh. And there's proof of this that one night I had woken up. And it was like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I like had one of those like big impending questions. And I go on my phone and I send her a text like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, why do we exist? And she goes, I love you. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. We can deal with this later, but not right now, B. And I know she didn't mean it because the next day she came over and she even said sorry because she couldn't tell if I didn't mean it. Like she's like, I couldn't tell if you knew I meant it. I didn't mean it. I was like, I can't because I know you all know. but like she knows how to get me to laugh, and we don't get to talk as much anymore because we don't have any classes to go, which is sad. The classes I have now are like I still have friends in them and stuff. Some of them I don't. A lot of them I do. I guess school's actually pretty. Like I don't like the work and stuff at school. Sometimes I don't like what we're learning. I have an utter despising hatred that's brighter than the sun for math, of course. But ooh, well, that's not how eyes work. But if you just didn't have eyes, that would be nice. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Um, I hate math, as you can tell. But I like my teachers. My favorite teacher is my literature teacher, and mostly because he does in fact like say curse words and stuff, but not like incessantly like trying to be cool. He does it because he knows it's gonna get us to laugh. And he points out inappropriate jokes and like literature reading, and he's cool. He's cool and he's fun to talk to. And like the other day, I didn't realize that he hadn't gotten the test I turned in because there was some that didn't have a name on it, and it was like blah 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 question. So and it didn't have a name on it, so you can't just be like, oh, you bubble like this. They had no clue, and he didn't like. I wasn't told that I had to go back in the next day and take it. And I'm not saying he has to tell me, but like sometimes it's nice. Yeah. Um, but I wasn't told like the test. I had to retake it, and then like 10 days later, I like found out about it because it had like a little notice in my grade, and I'm like, those are some tiny letters, and so I was really freaking out because I'm like, oh my gosh, this brings my grade down to like a 71. Holy cow! Holy cow! And then he's like, I come in the next day, and I'm like, I didn't see it, and I'm sorry. That's my fault. He's like, oh yeah, no, you can just take a look later on this week if you want to. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it's fine. But he's a cool dude. Um, and he's always fun to talk to. I I like all my teachers. I had a teacher last year who like we both had like an equal we both equally disliked each other. Of course, he was like my math teacher. We both equally disliked each other. And the reason why I know this is because I got an achievement in something, like represented your school or whatever. And they said my name on the intercom. I had to go ask another teacher about it because I didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, because I was actually gonna go ask about it. I'm like, hey, how's this feeling? And it's announced as I'm walking back to class, and he didn't realize I was walking to the classroom. I walk into the classroom, and I go, thank you, Izzy, for representing our school. And I'm like, oh, hey, cool. Then I hear him go, yeah, thanks, Izzy. And I'm like, and he looks up from like the desk he's cleaning, just kind of stops for a second. He like suddenly realizes that I heard him. And I give him a look, and we're just kind of like a mutual understanding with each other that we would never really like each other. And like he wasn't a good teacher. He really wasn't. He didn't teach us really. Like what he'd do is he'd spend like about 30 minutes telling us what we were doing, not really helping anyone. And like he'd get irritated if you go ask for help, even though he'd offer help. But like he would just be super like mean, and if you weren't like one of the football players, he would be like extra mean. He was like extra sassy to you. And and I of course like don't play football because I have no athletic abilities at all. I mean I can do soccer pretty nicely. I haven't done soccer in years. But like if you were talking during class, because he'd let us work together in groups because that's a smart idea to do with a bunch of kids. And he's like, oh yeah, you guys can work in groups and we'd work in groups. And he'd always glare at me. And like on my report card, he wrote always off task. And I'm like, I turn in every assignment. The only reason why there's a bad grade in this class because you didn't tell me what I was supposed to be doing. But yeah, that was nice. I mean, like, our last year, like, it wasn't very great. It was an interesting year. Hopefully 2019, because it's finally 2019. Hopefully it's better. I hope it is. It isn't like economy and stuff. That's not going too great. Like other than that, it's pretty nice. Um, yes, Kitty, I hear you. You're moving against the blinds so he can watch outside. Because he's a big kitty. I have two dogs, two cats. Both are extremely, extremely, extremely adorable and rather obnoxious. So we have Scout, who's behind me, and he is an adorable gray and white kitty. And he's also the biggest nuisance in the world. And what I mean by that is I can hear him cleaning himself behind me. Like I can hear like the little disgusting sounds he makes when he cleans himself. Because when he's cleaning himself, most of it get known at like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'm almost asleep. He runs upstairs and he claws my bed. But he does, in fact, when I'm sad, walk in and give me attention and stuff, and um, he'll like lay on my legs and stuff when I feel sad. He'll try to make me feel better. And then there's JJ, who is the oldest. Scout is the second oldest. And all the animals we've gotten when they're like 8 weeks old. So all of them we've gotten as like babies. And JJ is 9 years old. So he's been like with me most of my life. And he, of course, he's my baby, and I love him. Super sweet, and he snores like a flippin' earthquake. It's loud, and it's terrifying. Like sometimes when he doesn't snore, I actually get scared because I think he's like dying or something. Then I suddenly hear, and I'm like, oh, and he snores when he's awake too. It's not like an only like snores when he's asleep. No, he snores when he's awake. So that's gosh, Scout, I hear you. Um, yeah. Then we have Mudbug, who is the second youngest. Oh, excuse me. And she's kind of tentative, but she's a bit of a butt. Like, she'll meow for you to give her attention. You'll walk over and try to pet her, and then she'll like be like, "No, I don't love you," and then walks away, and you're like, "Oh, okay." And then like a few minutes later, she walks back and is like, "I love you," and you're like, "What?" Um, then there's Stella, who is she's yeah, she likes to chew on my hands. She's super energetic. She's a mix of like a bunch of herding dogs, and so that's like super fun and exciting. I say like a lot, and like I say those both a lot. I don't mean to. I'm just your casual, everyday white girl. Yes. You enjoy my impressions of people. That's it's not. One time I realized I could talk, like the stereotypical thing you hear with like Starbucks voices. And I realized I could do that. So I walk up to one of my friends, and I go up to him and I go, "Hey, Evan, can we like go get Starbucks?" And it scared him, and I've never seen him scared before. And and so he backed away a bit and was like, "Sure," because he's cool. He's a cool dude. He's not as cool as like Bren, but like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do the mushy stuff here. Um, I'm sorry, I paused to understand. I'm trying to understand what's going on with the wing. I tried to fix the boldness on there. I'm trying to make it like a bug thing, but it's not really wanting to work out in my favor. I have the microphone. Like I said before, it's like a little tiny thumb size thing, and it's like a wire attached, plugged into like the microphone jack, right? Really long wire. And I just put it around my neck. Cause that's a safe idea. You know, if someone like breaks into the house and like, let's attack this person, I'll be like, oh shoot. And then they'll be like, oh hey, there's already like something around your neck. And I'll just like, guess I'll die. Remember I drew that name. Of course it was like really early in the morning. I was like, hey, you know what'd be good if I just didn't I need to tell people thank you more. How was I going with this? I promise like I don't usually no, I didn't usually sound this bad. Never mind, that's a lie. When I get overly excited, which I'm not right now, because I'm extremely tired. Actually I realized yesterday. I hope that my parents aren't listening to this because of the fact that if they find out I stay up this late, they're going to be very upset. But the other day on Thursday, I was like starting to fall asleep, right? And I'm starting to fall asleep, and it was around 2 a.m. I was like halfway asleep, and then suddenly I woke up wide awake, like, I need to email my essay to my teacher. Because I had no way to print it, because their printer's out of ink no matter how many times I told them. Like, hey, yeah, need ink. And of course I never got ink, so, but I was like, oh shoot, I need to email this, so I went to bed at 4. And I'm like, the other night I fell asleep at 2, and woke up at 6. And I still fell asleep at 2:30. And the next night, I go to sleep at 4, and wake up at 6. And I'm like, in 2 days, I've gotten a total of 6 hours. So, I mean, last night I went to bed pretty early. I went to bed at like midnight. That's pretty early. I actually fell asleep this time, which was nice. I guess I was like, I can't wait to wake up tomorrow really early. The really early part wasn't true. I was excited to wake up today. Today hasn't been super eventful. Like, I can't believe it's already the time it is. And it's getting rather hot in here. But I'm not going to get up and do anything about it, because I'd rather suffocate. Oh gosh, I don't like the wings. The wings. What did I add? What was it? Let's see. What else can I talk about? What else can I ramble and bore everyone with? I hope no one ever gets like bored and like clicks on one of my live streams and it's just like, ah, this was a big mistake. I have a habit of making self-deprecating jokes. I don't know why. I wonder why. Totally not because I'm an artist. That's a joke. I mean, they're a competent artist. What I hate is like there's a stereotype that like if you're a competent artist, you're like a narcissistic artist, which isn't true. Because there are some like competent artists I see, and I'm like, they're not narcissistic. They enjoy their work. They take critique and stuff. And it's like it's nice to see. You know, I'll admit like there are things that I like that I've drawn, like Nadia's birthday gift, which I can't post because it's not her birthday yet, but I love it. And I'm actually proud of it. I'm still proud of it. Like, I expected to wake up the next day and be like, wow, that's sucky. But I didn't. I woke up and I'm like, I still love that. It totally wasn't made at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Like my bed. That's my bedtime now. 2 a.m. I get like, it's kind of because at 2 a.m. I'm so incredibly insane that I'm like, why did I get a notification saying was a notification of this? No, I wasn't. Thank you. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to draw the wings. Because I want there to be wings. I just don't know. What if I just did? It's guess Nightmare Moon is back in town. What's I doing with the flyer? Oh, right. Yep. Yep. Um, hmm. Here's something interesting. I remember talking about having a muddled brain. Not like I haven't been through like any like trauma or anything that's like, oh, my brain's muddled now. I'm all uh loopy. No, I'm just from I had two crazy families. So, oh yes, that's a wing right there. Um, but I kind of lose track of what I say. There was one time I was talking about like soccer or something, and immediately, like 5 seconds after I said something, I forgot what I had said, and it actually scared a few people. They're like, "Wait, you don't remember?" And I'm like, "No. What did I say?" Um, Sometimes I just talk and I don't think about what I'm talking about, which isn't a good thing. I should probably like regulate what I'm saying. There could have been people. What's nice is though I usually try not to offend people. So people, if I do say something that I mean it and it's offensive, the nice thing people don't know. Here's another nice thing though, and I tell people this, and I do it to no one in AC, and if I did, I would probably like tell someone. But I let everyone in AC. But like for people in person, for people who I don't like, I really like. I don't want to talk to them. Don't want to interact with them. No, don't want nothing to do with them. And very easy to pretend you don't like to pretend you like someone even though you don't. And like I'm still salty about certain things with certain people. Like still salty because I'm a salty bean. I'm a salty. I'm not even a bean. I'm a trash can. But I'm salty. Salty trash can. Sounds like chip brand. I'm copywriting that. The salty trash can is my new chip brand. But yeah, sometimes I pretend to like people when I don't like them. Not because like they annoy me, but they've done something that like overly offended me, which isn't like. Here's something interesting. Speaking of being overly offended, I'm going to talk about like the quote unquote SJW kind of thing. Like there are some people who like can do it right. And it's like, oh yeah, they're kind of doing. But honestly, I guess SJW. I don't know exactly actually. But like right now, it just kind of means if you're an SJW, you are like. I remember hearing stories, and this is why I was like so nervous about posting art online at the beginning. Is because people will talk about they're like, yeah, I drew my friend who happens to be a different skin tone than me or color, and they said people called me like racist and stuff, and I'm like, I have characters who are like not white. They're like different races. And it's because, like, I honestly, I'm gonna admit, I love, like, tan skin tones. Like, um, I don't know why. But, it's not anything against them, you know, I just do. But, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. But I just kind of, I got nervous because I had OCs that looked like that. Like, one of my favorite ones, her name has been so through, her name has been through so many changes, I'm not even gonna bother remembering it, but she had like luscious, like big poofy pink hair. She wore it up kind of like the We Can Do It lady, and she was a bit chunky. But I like me to have some chunky characters. And I loved drawing her when I was younger, and I was so worried that if I posted anything about her, people would like call me racist or something because I was drawing someone with like a different race. Now I'm older and I'm like, It's stupid. Um, Also, if you're wondering what happened, I'm pasting on the shading to a different layer in case I don't like it. So, hey, I I remember like this the thought of me sharing this stuff online was kind of boring. And the thing is, like, I'm still not up to date with technology, and like when I see VR stuff and stuff, I'm like so I'm like I think it's the coolest thing in the world. Still, people are like, "Oh yeah, VR." That happened like a while ago, and I'm like, does no one else find it like creepily amazing that you can literally escape this world but still be in it and not have to use your imagination? Like you can talk to people from different parts of the world. Like we had to go to the Apple store earlier like to buy another charger because I of course lost my other one. Um, I'm not a smart people. But like um, they you paid. I saw people paying with Apple Pay on their phones, and they'd be paying it, and people would scan it with their other phones. Like, dude, do you know how like if you show that to people in like 20 years ago, not even 20, just 30 years ago, you show that to people would be like, "That's some voodoo magic. That's not how. That's not how. That how things work." And I'd be like, "Yeah." But I remember just seeing all these new like 4D TVs, 3D, 4D TVs, 3D TVs. That was so. My TV that I had when I was younger was a little box. It was a box and it was gray and it had one of those more kind of pushed out glass screens. And it was the first TV I ever had. I remember the first time I saw it, I was ecstatic. So I had a TV in my bedroom. And it was the coolest thing ever. And the thing is, I don't know what happened, but it was used. It had a VCR. It had a VCR player. I miss VCRs because I have so much. Is it VCR? No, it's VHS. And but I had one of those, and I have so many of them now. But like, I thought it was so cool to even have a TV in my bedroom. I thought it was like a parents only thing. My parents had one like mine, except it was like slightly bigger, better quality, and we had a TV downstairs. We used to get TVs from my grandparents because my grandfather would be like, "Oh, hey, let's have a competition of who can get the better TV with my uncles," and so that means we get like TVs for pretty good prices. And so, um, pretty much what would happen is, yeah, we'd get like the old TVs. So there's a TV that we got from them it was a ginormous box, ginormous box, and it was like my TV except like a lot bigger. I mean like a lot bigger. It was like, oh my gosh, it was. We couldn't put it on a stand, and it took up like it was almost as tall as our ceiling, and we had about. I want to say it was 6 feet tall, which is like pretty big for a TV, but it was a ginormous. And it could have been bigger because when we had it, I was younger. It could have looked bigger, but it had to at least be 5 feet tall and like at least 4 feet in width. It was a huge TV, and like some people might be like, "Foofy, that's not big. A small TV." I'm like, you know what? It's big to me. Because right now my TV is a computer monitor. Um, so because we took my old screen. This is for like work and stuff, and we took my old TV and made it into a computer monitor. So now we have two computer monitors. One of them's a TV, and then my TV is a computer monitor. So like if people are like, I need to buy a high tech TV for my kids' room, I'm like, man, you can just buy what's it called? You can just buy a little I don't remember the name. a excuse me. You can just buy one of the little Blu-ray players or DVD player. That's the word. Just kind of do that and use that. Probably means like a bunch of kids who like want to get TVs are like, shut up! I want to be able to get what I want. It's not like any parents would watch this. It'd be kind of weird if parents were like, hey, cool. Art stream. Oh, we're finally coloring. How long has this? Oh. Wow, I can talk for a long time. Hour and 26 minutes. Yes, perfect. Thing is, the TV screen monitor, so when I'm playing the YouTube video of like the actual stream on, is super saturated. Why I hate having colors, like putting color palettes on there. It's because I look over and it's like super bright. I'm like, whoa, way too bright for the colors. And then I like look over at the screen that shows how it would normally. Oh, I'm like, that's not bad. That actually looks nice. Or sometimes like the color white, if there's like a gray that's like a misty gray color, just disappears out of existence. It doesn't do it. It stops existing. Um. Oh my gosh, this looks so bad. Yeah. Lost my train of thought. I was going someplace with this. I go to school. Oh. Started learning how to play the guitar. I already talked about this. I'm like the most boring person in the world. I have nothing else to talk about. I wish this had like a lock layer. But it doesn't. There's no lock layer on this program. As much as I want there to be. And if you don't know what lock layer is, it means you can lock the layer so you can't color or draw outside the lines. I use Autodesk Sketchbook. So I'm used to having like being able to, if I don't want to color like outside in this area with the, you can't really see that with the lock layer on, it only would color inside these lines. I feel like, how to explain? Because I know, like, I didn't know what it was until I used it. So like, it wouldn't go out here. It would stay inside of these lines on the same layer, which was super fun to figure out and super helpful with a lot of my art. And I also realized use Autodesk Sketchbook, which is free, by the way. I hope they don't mind me advertising them, even though they don't get any money. But like you click out here on like the line art layer and you go to this one, there's something that you can click this clear. And you have to make sure something's selected that you want to like erase. So instead of taking the eraser and just erasing everything, all you do is click clear on it, and it all goes away. And that's cool. Well, there's an effect I want to do with the flower, but it's going to be a pain in the butt. But I have nothing else to do, so I could be working on other art that I owe. But I do this thing where I stop working on it because I suddenly lose motivation in the piece, which is not good. I need to be more motivated. I'm just slowly getting more tired. Um, I sound so bad. I'm overly self-conscious about how I sound. What are you? Just moving the blinds. I just saw light moving next to me. I thought my cat had like tried to jump on my lap or something. I don't really know what else to talk about. About like peeling out personal stuff, because I know people like care about hearing the personal stuff because I already talked about it a lot. And it could be like, oh wow, you're talking about this again. That's kind of dumb. And I'm like, yeah, sorry. And they're like, yeah, you're just annoying. And I'm like, I know. Um, I'm kind of quiet for a second because I'm trying to figure out something. I haven't used this in a while, so. No, I have to make it. Of course I do. Well, it's because you're like a super nice person. And you're like, oh yeah, I'll listen to people. I feel like you're one of those people who like you get annoyed with people, but you don't tell them. But you're just that nice. Um, I don't know. I get kind of. I know I annoy people sometimes, and not sometimes. I know I annoy people. I don't mean to. I just kind of like in conversations in school. I just kind of want to be included in conversations. So I just kind of pop in, and sometimes people give me like irritated looks, and I'm like, yeah, I know. And it's not like with anyone else would know. It's people I talk about a lot. Um, and I know like I rant about other people. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I know I talk about other people, and I don't talk about other people nicely sometimes. Like I don't know. I know I'm not a super duper good person. I know I can be a good person. I try listening to people. I try to be a good person. It doesn't work out sometimes. Sometimes I'm not a nice person. I say mean things. I say things that are like way too blunt. Like the other day, my friend was super upset because she was trying to get out of doing a certain class, and I was like super blunt. And I'm like, well, you can't leave the class now because it's too late into the semester. So you either do it and don't start off because you don't want to do like a project in drama. And um, I was like, you either do it or you don't. You start off with a zero. And she's like, well, let's get the grade back. And I'm like, but if you're gonna, you need to go over the stage fright thing. Because A, it's drama, and B, it's like you're gonna be doing more of it this semester. It's not gonna be like a one-time thing. And I was being too blunt about it. I didn't want to be. I just got tired. It isn't really a good excuse. You shouldn't use like I'm tired, and so I have an excuse to get angry at people. Oh, in the microphone. Uh oh, I've been getting text messages and I didn't notice. In my background is the if you remember like the super detailed face thing I made with like the smexy legs that had like the yeah, text from maybe. Nice man. Um that's my background now. So every time I open my phone I try to hide it sometimes though, because I was at like a sports bar earlier to watch a soccer game. Because I'm British and I do British things. And if anyone says otherwise, then I will fight you. That was like a horrible British accent. I know I can do it very well, but that's besides the point. I was like trying to hide my phone screen and stuff. Because I was like, I didn't want people to look over and just see like a super detailed face that's like super like probably not appropriate with like long kinky boots and like fishnets on. So I'm like, if people see this, they will be greatly concerned, and that's not a good thing. Um, sorry, I'm trying to like, I'm getting a text from my mom today, and I need to. She's asking me a question. So I might go quiet for a second. What's nice is I think there's only Derby watching. I know no one like outside of like AC watches, so I openly talk about stuff, and no one's gonna go through and watch like an hour long of like me rambling. People can't watch like 25 minutes of me rambling. I think that would kill people. I mean, some people might, but if you're anything like me, it's like you listen to it, you like don't really listen to it. You're just kind of sitting there like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm listening, but not entirely. So you just kind of phase in. Um, just kind of phase in. Is this like Star Trek? You just kind of phase in off and stuff. I was so mad at myself the other day. I um I said Spock now, like it's perfect. Star Wars fans will love it. Then I realized my mistake, and it was too late, and I already got the disappointing look, and like the looking down and clearing zero, and be like, "That's from Star Trek," and I'm like, um, just sit there and scream eternally, like, "Oh yeah, that's the one I meant." I thought when I was younger, I thought everyone was mispronouncing it because I never saw a case, so I thought it was Star Track, like you track down stars, not Star Trek. And so I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting new sheets. And my mom sent me a picture of ones that have polar bears and penguins on them. And I'm 5. Um, when I was younger, I thought that it was Star. I was like positive it was. I was positive it was Star Trek, and I would like argue with people about it. I'm like, it's Star Trek, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm getting a phone call, and it was like super loud buzzing. Like I put it on silence, and it's like super loud buzzing. Um, I'm back. I'm back to this world now. I don't remember what I was talking about again. Hooray! I'm crazy. Uh, oh, I have a killer headache. I think Benadryl because I ate carrot, and I was just standing up in art, and I was like talking, just doing what I normally do. And all of a sudden, I just got suddenly hit with like extreme tiredness. Not even like slowly. I think that's because I had like a lot of caffeine. Like I drink a big thing of coffee. So just standing there, and then all of a sudden it's like the world's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go," and I'm like, "What?" And I just kind of suddenly stopped talking. I concerned. Of course, I concerned Kaya. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm. Ooh, this is new." And she's like, "Do I need to get someone?" And I'm like, "No, no, no. I took a Benadryl, but I don't know if this is normal." Our class is like one of my favorite classes. And the reason is because I get to like I do a little jam session because the art teacher plays like music on like on top of the like on the speakers overhead. So he plays music, and sometimes it's like super jammy like 80s kind of music. And some of it isn't 80s, some of it is later. I'm not gonna like I don't look at songs and like study them and I'm like, oh, they're from this time period. I'm like, I like this song and I don't care where it's from. So I'll be sitting there and like, what is it? Living Our Prayer came on. And, I silenced my friends and I paused and I'm like, I love this song. I just start banging my head. Like I start just kind of doing a little. I'm dancing right now and no one can see me because I have no camera. It's crazy. So, but I did like a little head jamming thing, like just doing a little poppy bop, and I was like, oh hey, this is fun. And it's like in art class, I don't care what people think about me because I can just I'm happy there. And then in other classes, like I try to regulate myself so people don't think I'm like, extremely weird. Because I am extremely weird, but it's like I rarely like, talk in my other classes. I don't want to like come off as like I don't know. I don't want to come off as like as weird to people. I don't know. Like I tell people to like be yourself and stuff, and then personally, and I'm like, I don't want to do that because I don't want people to be like to hate me or something. Um, what was the? I mean, like I don't know. Like I'm still overly awkward, as awkward as I am now, and Yeah, they get awkward, and people like try to like they'll like hand me like one of my papers or something. And they'll be like, "Here, here's your paper," and I'm like, I try to say thank you, but it comes off as a quiet little mumble. I like look around and stuff because I'm like I don't want to make eye contact, and then I do, and it makes it like even more awkward. And I'm just like, I need to go cry in the corner for the next 2 hours when I'm not feeling sick like I am now. I promise, like I can come up with like better things to talk about. Not really. That's a lie. Um, but I try to. And I'm a lot louder and a lot more giggly. But I think when I'm alone, I'm more. Um, I'm more like relaxed and stuff. I'm more. What's the word? What's something different from relaxed? I don't remember, but it looks decent. I'm just I feel a lot more laid back when I'm alone and stuff. I feel a lot more calm. Unless I'm like watching a funny video or getting like or really excited about something. And sometimes I'll just be like cackling and stuff. Or when I'm mad, I sound. Yeah, I feel not relaxed. That makes no sense. Where was I going with this? Uh, um, here's something interesting. Whenever I need to like doodle or something, I put on some like background noise, and it's either usually people rambling or just talking, or like I'll be in calls and stuff. And that's why I like calls so much because it gives me like fuel to do doodling. It gives me like energy to just people. I probably should take a nap, but I can't. I took one nap today, and I'm only allowed like one nap a day, brain wise. My headache's gone now. Did I say I had it? I probably did. I kind of announce it, but I kind of do it to myself. I'm like, "Hey, dummy, you have a headache," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, I do." Um. Anyways, how was that? I'm like, part of my brain's like, "You idiot! You need to take care of yourself." And I'm like, yeah, I do. And then I just like stuff chicken nuggets in my mouth. Oh, so I talk about eating chicken nuggets a lot, and the thing is, they're not actually chicken nuggets. They're these like Morning Star Farm things, and they're like tofu chicken nuggets. But for some reason, they're really good, and they're not necessarily meat. So I'm like, hey, that's I don't know. I'm not vegan. I went vegan once, and it wasn't me. It was my parents. Because I wanted to test out being vegan because I heard it helps with like your health and stuff. Or no. This was a different time. My mom had watched a documentary about chickens and chicken farms, and it had like super duper like just made her upset. And so she was like, "Okay, we're gonna give up meat." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Yep, no more meat unless it's like outside of the house." And I'm like, "Uh." And so we gave up meat, and then we got like one day my mom comes home because my dad and I were both upset because we couldn't eat bacon anymore, right? So my mom comes home with this bacon, and she's like, "Here, we'll eat this because it's like the saying it's Morningstar Farms. Should taste good." And we eat it, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten. That's the grossest thing I've ever eaten. And it's like it was so extremely gross. And then my mom was like, you know what? Let's not be vegan anymore. And my dad and I did the happy dance. Because we're both super not, would probably not become vegan unless it was for health. Um, I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. I guess she looks like Badger now. You're Badger. My new warrior cat OC. This is a cat. Totally not me just doodling dogs because that's the only thing I can really do. It's my life. Um, let's see. My cat's moving around blind, so if you hear anything in the background, it's him. But he's around me. He's not anything like Oscar. Oscar's not. Of course, Oscar's not my pet. I don't have any birds. I wish I had a bird. I love birds. I think the reason why I love birds is because I went over to Pixel's house. She has her burp, and I love her burp, and he's out of my head. He's gonna poop on my head. She just goes like, "Oh, that means he trusts you," and I'm like, "Oh, someone trusts me! Yay!" Um, that's something interesting. Like I wish I could. I wanna. Yeah. I know people are like, can't word. That's what I do when I can't word. That's like the slam key thing that people do. They like slam their face on the keyboard and are like, "Oh yeah, they just," and I'm like, I just kind of sit there and I'm like, "Yeah, so," and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know anymore." Yeah, there we go. Perfect color. I think the nose is one of the only things I like on this entire piece. I wish the eyes could. I wish the singular eye would work. The inner part of the ears can be like. What layer am I on? There we go. Yeah. Me yawning again. I'm probably not even gonna go to bed early though. As you all know. Y'all. I actually don't have a southern accent, but I talk like a southerner. Like I'll be like, wow, it's colder than I can't do it right now, but I can do like the southern lingo. Like it's colder than a beer in an icebox on a freezing winter day. Or something like that. And I do that, but it sounds awkward because I don't sound southern. So I have that going for me. What I also have going for me is I have to go to. I don't have to go. I'm lucky to go. I shouldn't have said I have to go. But I'm going to an art camp this summer, right? Because I'm an artist. Not a very good one, but I do. In fact, oh, that is wait. Not that color. I'm also not a singer, as you can tell. But we'd have to have roommates. The thing about that is, I don't know anyone else who's going, so I'm going to be roommates with someone I've never met before. And as someone who is extremely awkward and doesn't really talk to new people, because the idea is terrifying. A small bit overwhelming, just a little bit. Um, so that should be fun and exciting. I think when I add like, uh, I just make that sound. I'm making it. That was weird. But I get to. I'm half worried that I'll either get like someone who's super nice, someone who has an utter hatred for me, or just something along those lines. Like, what I really, really don't want is to get someone who like um needs like emotional support and stuff. Because with people, like even if they're new, like I'll try to do my best, but I'm so like online. It's so much easier to just say like, "Oh, everything's gonna be okay," and like explain what to do if you're like having a panic attack or something, or just to help. But like in real life, I'm all like, I don't know what to say. or what to do. I can't hug you or do anything. I don't know if you want a hug. Go over anyways, anything. Here's something interesting. Usually I stumble over my words because my that looks terrifying. My pretty much my brain moves faster than my mouse, and so I'll think of something, or like I'll be thinking something, and I'll try to say it, and it just comes out horribly wrong, and I don't know why exactly. Like I'll be like talking or something, and all of a sudden like I'll stop and I'll just forget what I'm thinking because my brain's already moved on to something else. Uh, as soon as I get this like done, I'm probably gonna end the live stream because it's not. It's honestly not like for me. It's exciting. Yeah, like when you're thinking something and you want to say it and it just comes out all wrong. You don't know what to do. My stomach just growled. All I've had today is Chick-fil-A. I got some of the Chick-fil-A. I have no idea how to spell Chick-fil-A by the way, so I'll try spelling it and stuff. That does not work out, and sorry, I got really excited because I like to come. I was keeping some. Oh, this color is pretty. I'm like, yes, isn't it? Actually, I might not even shade it. I might just add background in and have this be like an overlay. Um, I need to eat better. Thing is, like, I don't exercise a lot, but I lose weight because my book bag is 23 pounds, and I walk up every single day for 5 days a week. Unless we're like in a computer lab, I walk up 4 flights of stairs. And because I walk up 4 flights of stairs, I kind of get a lot of exercise. That's such a move. That's the biggest, that needs to be named the biggest mood in the world. Yeah, okay. Here we go. It's not done. I'm gonna add like some other lighting to it, I think. So far, that's all I really got. Um, it's awkward, like meet and greets and stuff. It'll be nice to the teacher. Like, oh, this teacher's gonna be teaching me for a year. And you try to go in and talk to them, and like everyone else is already trying to talk to them. The cat's shadow just scared me. Um, so it's all, yeah, it's all that snazzy stuff. It is getting warmer in my house. Uh, yeah, so the heat. Anyways, sorry for like random pauses. My brain sometimes just kind of dies on me. It's like, hey, you have this one thought, but like not anymore. And I'm like, well, why is that? It's like, I just don't like it. I'm like, okie dokie. That's pretty snazzy. If I do say so, if I do declare, that is a pretty snazzy thing to say. I'm like the weirdest person in the world. I don't even. Oh, hello. No one likes you. No one likes you. I'm too lazy to go back in and fill all that in. So, when the background color look like that, but maybe just a bit dark. Perfect. I still have no clue what I'm doing anymore. Thing is, like, on here, none of my, well, there they are. Didn't show up before, but they didn't have any of my shading stuff. Oh, the color burn looks pretty snazzy. Oh, you color burn. I'll add some. I'm so used to having like a smear tool and all that other stuff. To now I'm just like, oh hey, yeah. I don't have that anymore, so now I gotta figure out what I'm doing. There you go. Perfect. Some 10 out of 10 lighting. Right there. Yep. And then I gotta add a signature. And then you suffering because you're a nice person and won't leave because you're nice. Will finally be free. So, yeah. That's me drawing and rambling for an hour. How long is this again? Never mind, it's almost 2 hours long. Oh god, long time. Du, du, du. Du, 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 dum, dum, dum. I'm glad. I really, I just kind of looked away for a sec because I was reading messages in AC. So, okay, I think I'm gonna end this here. I don't know. Oh yeah, I have a little indie button thingy. Oh wow. You can't see it on my screen, but it's there. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, it's there. It is. It disappeared. I hope it doesn't lag and I'm stuck. There we go. Okay. Well, I'll see you later. Enjoy. I mean, yeah. I hope you enjoyed me. All right. Goodbye.